Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of the Alpha Live here. We are moving on to our next episode for the Thrasher, the beautiful, the amazing, the incredible Thrasher and Min Matter Destroyer, continuing our Min Matter series. And what are we gonna be using this Thrasher for? Well, it's very interesting because we are going to make actually two Thrasher videos, but this one, the first one, will be for combat exploration. So, how are we gonna use the Thrasher for combat exploration, you may ask? Well, it's fairly easy and fairly simple. We're gonna start up the feat in our high slots using 7 280mm prototype siege cannons and 1 core probe launcher with 8 core probes. I recommend you have 16 on your feet just so that every time you launch it reloads automatically. And once you jump to the next system, it'll just have the probes ready to launch again and then to reload after they are launched. It's very nice, it's very useful to have it like this. Next up, what are we gonna have? We're gonna have a 5mm quad lift restrained Microwarpdrive. Why? Because we really want to be able to move really fast in between rooms and stuff like that. And if anyone contests the sites with us, we want to be able to just run them faster than anyone else. Next up, we're gonna be using a small clarity ward enduring shield booster. This is gonna be very important because we're eventually going to take damage, and I was thinking whether to go with passive shields or with active shields, and I thought active shields was better just so that we can run these things faster and move on from room to room faster. Next up, we're gonna use a small compact PV acid cap battery to help us with that cap stability. Then we're gonna use two counterbalanced compact gyrostabilizers again because they are cheap, they are Tech 1, and we can actually get them from rats. Next up in the rigs we're gonna have 3 small capacitor control circuits, well 2 of them, sorry, and 1 small ancillary current router. Why is this? Well, I'm gonna simulate the fit here to show you that this fit is actually really tight. You could use slightly smaller guns. What do I mean by this? If your skills are not quite as good yet, or if you're just starting out, you could actually use artillery cannons, nope, the small ones. You could use 250mm light artillery cannons instead of 280, and the feat would fit a lot easier. But since I wanted that extra damage and that extra range just to be able to shoot things down from a little bit farther away, I'm gonna be using the ancillary current router. Next up, why the capacitor control circuits? Well, because if we turn on only our Microwarpdrive and we leave off our shield booster, we are going to be absolutely cap stable. And if we turn off our Microwarpdrive, and turn on our shield booster, we're also going to be cap stable. So we are actually able to remain on one spot and move without our Microwarpdrive and just keep on repping that damage while we are applying damage of our own. So yeah, I have pre-recorded a few lookouts and a 2 out of 10. I'm sorry if I didn't get the 3 out of 10. I've been trying to get one for quite a while now and I haven't been able to. I don't know if the times I have been playing there has just been too much competition, but yeah, let's move on to those recordings. Scan down an Angel Cryocorp mining operation, I think. No, just Cryocorp mining. It's a 2 out of 10. I wanted to test this feat on a 3 out of 10, but I think this can be a good enough test. Let's scan at 1AU to see if anyone's running the site. Apparently not. Let's go inside. Let's reload these pros because there is nothing more worth scanning down in the site. Now, of course, as you can see, I had to scan the site down to actually be able to run it. I've been running some refuges to see if I can get a 5 out of 10. And yeah, I believe this is the exact same type of site that we ran with the Thrasher. So we really shouldn't have any problems running it, and it should be fairly easy. As you can see, I just separated my guns because why not? Okay, no scam results, so that's good. Let's just start taking out these guys. And this is the reason why I wanted to have my guns separated, because that way I can shoot at two things at the exact same time, because artillery takes a long time to shoot out the next shot. So instead of just fighting to one-shot everything, because as you can see we can still one-shot a lot of stuff with just three guns together, and then the other four guns together are gonna take care of the slightly harder to kill ones. Um, but yeah, oof, I think I'm gonna have to get a little bit away from here. Let's get some speed, and let's get that Microwarpdrive. I mean, we could have taken the gate just then, but I wanted to just take everything down. Yeah, apparently these sites have a good amount of damage on them. But I think we are gonna be able to run it without any problem. I just want to see that no one else is getting close to us. Well, that Rifter is still out there, but he shouldn't really be a problem. And yeah, I just want to take everything down because, well, you know, if you're spending the extra ISK to run this in a destroyer, you want to, you know, guarantee that you can absolutely run the entire thing without any problem. So after that little bit of oopsie time, I think we are doing a lot better. Yeah. We just need to take out a few things from the field before damage actually calms down quite a lot. But yeah, we are running good. So yeah, I'm gonna speed up the video a little bit while I loot and all that stuff. But as you can see, first room, no issues. Well, nothing really worth anything in this first room, but yeah, let's turn on the micro warp drive and activate that warp gate and get ready for the second room. I'm just gonna give it a few reps with the shield booster, just in case we get in a hairy situation like last time. But yeah, we shouldn't really have any problems right now. Okay, apparently that rifter that was nearby is gone. There's a Vexer Navy, but he cannot come into the sites. So I'm just gonna start taking down things. Doing good, looking great. The good thing about these artillery guns is that, well, they shoot really far away. Just gonna approach a little bit. Again, hold down Q, double click to approach that exact point you were clicking in. But apparently we are looking all right. Let's descan a little bit. Yep, we are looking good. Exact same strategy as, well, everything else. Shield booster on. Just shoot everything down with our guns. Of course, this room has a cruiser, which is that one, but I think we are going to orbit him at 10k. Well, just so that we can get some transversal on him so that he doesn't apply full damage to us. I don't think he's gonna have enough damage to actually put a big hole in our shield, but, well, it's good to always be careful. And yeah, just thin them out, you know, fairly good. These artillery guns are really amazing. They are one-shotting everything. I think not even the railguns are quite as fast. The only problem is that they take a really long time to do the second shot. That's why I need them separated. If you remember with the railguns, we didn't have that problem. We could just shoot one, shoot the next, shoot the next, and shoot the next. And with this one, we have to wait a little bit. Even with those two separated, but I wouldn't want to break down the guns into any more groups because that would be annoying. But yeah, these little guns really coming in clutch. See how we deal with the cruiser. I'm gonna. No, I don't think I'm gonna speed it up right now. We have another cosmic signature. Oh, I should probably put the rest of the guns on him. Now let's get closer to this one and fire away. Well, we usually don't get a lot of ISK from these 2 out of 10 sites, but we get something decent, and I am really gonna try to find a 3 out of 10 before I upload this video. Uh, in Minmator space, you don't get them as escalations. Again, I'm gonna refer you to Eve University so that you can see, oh, this module was absolutely worth it. Okay, so this site was already worth it, 4 million. Great. But yeah, I'm gonna leave you. Oh wow, two of them in a row. This was definitely worth doing. But yeah, you don't really get that much loot from 2 out of 10s. I mean, you can, but the drops are a lot worse. It takes a lot more sites for you to get a decent drop. So yeah, but I'm gonna leave you an image and the page for the Eve University page. The link, sorry, for the Eve University page so that you can actually see the sites, compare them, see which one you would like to run. Maybe even decide to move on to different space because different space will have different. Oh my god, I don't know what I'm doing. But yeah, different spaces will have different escalations for different sites. For example, in this angel space, the hideaways don't escalate and the refuges only escalate to 5 out of 10s. So it might not be exactly the best space to start running because getting that escalation to a 5 out of 10 as a rookie, I mean, you can try to sell it, but you could also never be able to sell it. And remember, the escalations are only valid for 24 hours, and definitely as a beginner you're not going to have a battle cruiser to run the escalation, so you want to be really careful with that part. But so far we are doing good. Yep. So the site was absolutely already great. I think this ship was 11 million, something around that. I bought it in the Dixie. I didn't want to get, heck prices. And I had to go to the Dixie to pick up the hull because I had it over there. But yeah, it's around 10 million I got this fit for. It's not really that expensive. And it's, well, pretty much paid for. There you go. 14 million ISK, and these modules, remember, are pretty much guaranteed ISK, and you can go sell them in Jira for 5 million guaranteed ISK. So yeah, they are really, really good, and we got two in a row in the same site, so it was actually a good idea to stay and take down all the rats. But yeah, let's get ready to go into the last room and see what's waiting for us. I think the last room is not really complicated. Again, with the slasher, we took down everything before going for the box. This time, I think we're also going to start taking down stuff just because I know that these shields aren't really very strong, so we want to be a little bit careful with that. Just because I got a little scare jump back in the first room. So let's approach a little bit. 5 kilometers should be fine. Just so that we are, in range of the first rats. Scan down whether or not we have to actually hurry up in the site or not. Being able to tell if you should hurry up or just enjoy your time on a site is, well, really cool. I really enjoy being able to do that. But yeah, just be aware if anyone is around you. Of course, you can also use it as practice for low sec. And in low sec, it's a skill that's gonna come up really handy, just doing what you're doing and on the low de-scanning a little bit often is really good practice for going into low sec. Maybe you want to go low sec belt ratting and something like that. So I really recommend it. So they are getting a lot closer. Let's just keep on. Oh, graces. Let's shoot this one. Let's then shoot this one. Okay. So always the ones that I lock are never approaching, and the ones that I didn't relock are always the ones coming in the fastest. Okay. Let's run with this then, just to be sure. But yeah, as you can see, this is a pretty easy to use feat. It's definitely beginner friendly if you want to get into the thickness of battlefield. I think you could run a similar feat only with, instead of with artillery cannons with the small range guns, but I think at least for starters, you can definitely start with this one. And I believe that in the 3 offense, sorry, it's gonna be a lot better to have long range guns. A lot better. Because in 3 offense, you actually get a lot of damage really fast, and if you want to get close to everything, well, you might not be quite as able to as with other sites. For example, with this is it's a lot easier than the 3 offense. So yeah, as you remember, I have run offense in frigates, in this case with the slasher for this series, but yeah, they are not that complicated. However, 3 offense, well, you can also run in frigates. In the Galate 3 offense, I run the Tristan, which is really long range drones and just staying inside everything. So yeah, I'm gonna continue trying to hunt for that 3 of 10 angel site and see if we get anything else that's interesting. I'm also going to start shooting at these guys because they are not approaching me. But yeah, the loot has been good. I mean, the feed is pretty much paid for as long as we keep these 3 modules on and nobody pops us. Again, we are running, well, we are recording during the Crimson Harvest. You will notice that my videos are a little bit pre-recorded before I upload them, just because I don't want anyone to catch me out of my guard. Any of you guys might be watching and may want to hunt me down, so I just like being careful with that. That's it. And I hope you guys enjoy the event. If you want to comment on that down below. I'm sorry if I haven't, if I didn't get out a fit that could do the combat sites. Well, I pretty much don't have one. I know AC Facey has a Praxis fit, but I wanted to try and make my own, and I haven't gotten around to doing so. But yeah, I hope you guys have been enjoying the event. We don't need that ammunition. And let me know what you guys think, because I know that a lot of people are, well, they don't feel the best about the Crimson Harvest event just because they think it pushes you into PvP. But I don't know. I've always seen Eve as kind of more of a PvP kind of game. Well, of course, when I was a beginner, that was not the case, but I don't know. Ever since I got popped the, oh, nice, another one. Ever since I got popped the first times, I always thought of Eve like very PvP oriented game, and I don't know, I sort of got used to it. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about that one. I think I will speed up this part of the video just because, yeah, I'm gonna speed up this part of the video and I will see you if we get some good loot or if we get a 3 out of 10. So, now, we have found a lookout. I had already found another one and run it, and then I realized that my microphone was not on. So, we are gonna be running this one really quickly. I already got an idea of how the site runs, so yeah, let's just do that. Hmm. Sorry if I'm munching a little bit. Now, I'm gonna close this one down, start with the first one, and slowly but surely approach the gate. We want the rats to approach us before anything else. Okay, let's up the speed there a little bit. Slower the speed there a little bit because these rats are approaching rather ferociously. Now, who's getting to us the fastest? This one. And as you can see, with just our artillery guns, we are doing quite alright. We can one-shot the destroyers, and I think also the frigates get one-shotted. Yep, also the frigates get one-shotted. Of course, I don't have all of the guns in a single rack, just because, well, some frigates are not worth it. For example, these smaller ones, I'm just gonna take down a little bit differently, I'm gonna separate the guns a little bit so that I can take them out accordingly. But yeah, as you can see, we're not having any problems tanking, we're not having any issues. You can run into issues if you happily just approach everything and start getting close to everything, then you can have issues. Well, we're having some trouble tracking, but let's see. I'm just gonna go for the destroyers with these other guns while... Yeah, let's go with everything. Let's take out all of the destroyers before we get into any trouble, and we will deal with the frigates after that. Just remember, destroyers are usually a lot of damage. Most of the damage on the field is from destroyers. I'm gonna accelerate the ship as fast as it can go, without the Microwarpdrive on, of course, because we are running the shield booster. And as you can remember, this fit is cap stable with only one of those two modules running, but not with both of them at the same time. So yeah. There you go, frigate down. Ooh, we might have some good loot. Okay. Oh, the missile battery, the annoying missile battery. Really don't like that, but well, it is what it is. But yeah, we have a fairly good chance of getting one of these 4 million ISK modules. You can remember that we got, I think, 3 of them in the 2 out of 10, which was really, really good. And I have found other 2 out of 10s. I just haven't been running them because I'm looking for that coveted 3 out of 10. See if I can get it, but well, I haven't really seen any. I have seen quite a few 4 out of 10s. I don't know why people would run those less than 3 out of 10s because, well, with a cruiser, they are really easy to run. Oh, maybe that's why. If you don't have a cruiser, you don't really want to run the 4 out of 10s. But let's see how our little Thrasher does in the rest of the site. As you can see, the first room is really no problem, just approach very slowly. Now this one. This one could be problematic, but again, we're gonna start approaching at half speed. I'm just gonna descan a little bit to see if suddenly it got filled with locals, and I just want to check that no one is actually contesting the site with me. And since this is the last room and I don't see anyone contesting, I think I'm just gonna wait for all of the rats to come close to me and to shoot them down slowly as they approach me. Okay, these ones seem to be in range. Okay, 2 hits for that one. Not the best. I know we can actually one-shot most of the destroyers, but these ones are a little far away. So yeah, as you can see, absolutely no problem. We don't see any probes, so no one is trying to steal this site from us. Of course, remember, if anyone wants to get into this site with you, they need to scan it down first. I'm gonna accelerate a little bit. And as you can see, differently to Galente flying, these Minmatar ships actually require a little bit more hands-on flying, which, well, honestly, I really enjoy. I'm gonna give it a few moves there with the micro warp drive just because I want to be able to get closer to these rats a little bit faster. Okay, let's go. Bunker. No, we don't care about the bunker. Okay, first one down. I think we're gonna have to kill all of these lower rats before the upper ones get to us. But so far, no problem. So you can see our artillery really shines at long range, but at shorter ranges I have had some problems tracking. But well, it's normal, you know. With guns, the bigger the guns, the farther they shoot, the slower they turn. But yeah, I'm pretty confident we can take this guy out while we keep working on the Angel Control Center. And yeah, as you can see, this is a pretty easy site to run. Ooh, another cosmic signature. Well, we didn't get any loot from this loot box. Shadow Raider, Nomad Outlaw. Well, we didn't get anything out of this one. But well, as you can see, this can very easily run these sites. This feed is really good for that. Oh my god, I turned off the shield again. It's like the 10th time I've done that. Just while on this run. Gallium machine, no, we don't care for that one. So let's see what this site is right here. As you can see, well, our shields are going a little bit low, but if you consider that we are not even moving, let's just move on around a little bit. Oof, you guys can see I suck at scanning. I thought I had moved the size of the probes, but no. Okay. Hopefully it's a 3 out of 10. Wouldn't that be magical?
A module has run out of charges.
Eh, we haven't really gotten much loot these last few jumps we've been making. On the one side we got quite a good loot and the ship practically got paid for, but on the rest of them we really haven't been very lucky. But that's the thing of the situation, and of course, for some strange reason, when you're just starting around a new character, you will realize that you get very good luck, and once you actually are able to run the sites a lot more confidently, you will see that you get a lot worse loot. I don't know if that's because of the R&D or percentages, maybe that's how it works. But yeah, and nothing. Okay, let's move on to the next one. But as you saw and heard, finally this time with the mic on, we can definitely run the lookout without any issues. So yeah, I'll continue hunting for that coveted 3 out of 10 and get back to you guys. So now that we have gotten our 11 million ISK loot out of the site and we have, I think, made more than enough to pay for the ship, I can finally finish the video. I'm sorry if I was unable to get a 3 out of 10. I was hunting for it for quite a very long time and I just decided to continue the video because if not, I was never going to end it while looking for one of those. If I ever do get one, I will record it and upload it to my page as a standalone video. But yeah, I'm sorry I couldn't get the 3 out of 10, but we definitely got the 2 out of 10 and the lookout. So, as you can see, the Thrasher is more than capable of paying for itself. It's been great fun. It's a little bit slow with the artillery cannons, but you know, remember, just split off those guns and everything is gonna be a lot faster. And as you can see, it's a great little ship, a great little fit, and it can make you some very decent ISK. So, this has been the Alpha Life. Thank you also very much for watching. If you find it in your heart, please leave me a like. If you enjoy the content I'm making, consider subscribing. This has been the Alpha Life, and I will see you in the next one.